Have you ever felt a little unsteady when getting out of bed? Maybe a slight wobble while heading to the bathroom at night? Or a moment of imbalance walking down the stairs? Most people say, it's just part of getting older. But what if that's not the full story? The truth is, falls are not inevitable, and there are natural proven ways to retrain your body to walk with balance, stability, and confidence, even after 60, 70, or 80. My name is Dr. James Carter, a physical therapist specializing in aging and mobility, with over 20 years of experience helping people regain balance, strength, and independence without pills, surgeries, or fancy equipment. Over the years, I've discovered something that changed the game. The way you walk can be the difference between lifelong independence or a fall that changes everything. And here's the best part. There are simple, natural walking tricks backed by science that anyone can do at home. No gym, no equipment, no risk. Imagine walking to the kitchen in the morning with full confidence, going up a step without grabbing for support, feeling your posture stronger, your legs more grounded, and your mind calm and steady. Yes, that's possible even after 60, 70, or 80. Even if you've tried other things that didn't work. Even if you feel like it's too late. It's not. In this video, I'm going to reveal 6 walking tricks used by real seniors and recommended by experts that can help prevent dangerous falls before they happen. Stick with me until the end, because the last tip is a small, unexpected habit that makes a huge difference, and you can start it tonight. Before we dive in, if you're someone who values independence and wants more practical advice to stay strong, safe, and mobile as you age, click the subscribe button now and turn on the bell. We're here to help you walk confidently for years to come. And I want to hear from you. Have you experienced a fall or felt your balance slipping recently? Type yes in the comments if this hits close to home, or no if you're still feeling steady. Your story might help someone else watching right now. 1. Activate your toes while walking. Most people think of balance as something that starts at the hips or core, but in reality, true stability starts much lower, right at your toes. These small, often overlooked muscles play a critical role in keeping you upright and steady. And for seniors, they may be the missing key to walking confidently again. When you walk, your toes are meant to spread, grip, and slightly push against the ground with each step. This subtle motion helps anchor your body, adjust for uneven terrain, and sends signals to your brain about how to stay centered. But here's the problem. As we age, we stop using our toes properly. Years of wearing tight shoes, poor circulation, or lack of foot exercise causes the toe muscles to weaken and stiffen. The result? Your base of support shrinks. Your brain gets less feedback from the ground, and every step feels slightly more unstable, even if you don't notice it yet. To reawaken this critical area, start practicing a simple exercise, the toe press walk. While walking at a normal pace in your home, consciously press your big toe into the ground with each step. Not to the point of discomfort, just enough to create a connection. Visualize your foot gripping the floor as if you're anchoring yourself with every step. This activates the flexor hallucis longus, a deep muscle that runs from your toe up to your calf, and it's crucial for forward propulsion and balance. You might feel awkward at first, and that's okay. That feeling means you're using muscles that have been asleep for years. Within a few days, you may begin to notice something surprising. Your walk feels more grounded. Your steps feel more intentional. You stop hesitating when turning corners or stepping off curbs. If you want to take it further, try this barefoot on a yoga mat or carpet for 5 to 10 minutes a day. The extra sensory input helps retrain your nervous system and improves what's called proprioception, your body's ability to sense position and movement. One more tip: check your shoes. Are they flexible? Do they allow your toes to move freely? If your footwear is stiff, narrow, or overly cushioned, it could be silently sabotaging your progress. Opt for shoes with a wide toe box and minimal drop. They encourage more natural movement and keep your foot muscles awake. Remember, this isn't about building muscle like a gym workout. It's about reconnecting your brain and body through the forgotten language of foot control. And it starts with one simple command to yourself: grip the ground. 2. Take shorter, conscious steps. One of the most overlooked, yet life-changing adjustments you can make as you age is this: shorten your steps. Many older adults develop the habit of taking long, dragging strides, often because they're trying to cover ground quickly or because their posture naturally leans forward. But here's what most people don't realize: long steps actually increase your risk of falling. Every time your front foot lands far ahead of your body, your center of gravity shifts forward. Your heel hits first, your toes lift off the ground, and your back leg struggles to catch up. In that vulnerable second, you're off balance, and one small misstep could lead to disaster. Now picture this instead. You walk with calm, deliberate short steps. Your foot lands gently under your body, not ahead of it. Your weight stays centered. Your muscles are engaged. And most importantly, you're in control. This is what conscious walking looks like. To practice it, start by walking slower on purpose. Not exaggeratedly slow, just slower than your normal pace. Focus on feeling each step. Let your heel touch the floor, roll through your midfoot, and gently push off with your toes. Keep your knees slightly bent, not stiff, and imagine that your feet are painting a narrow path beneath you. You're not trying to look elegant. You're trying to stay safe. This method isn't just safer, it's smarter. According to balance specialists, reducing your stride length and increasing step awareness improves what's called gait efficiency. That means your body spends less energy fighting itself and more energy staying upright. You may even find your breathing becomes calmer and your posture naturally adjusts. Want to make it even more effective? Try walking along a hallway or garden path using a simple mantra: short and soft. Repeat those words silently with each step. This mental cue reinforces mindfulness and keeps you focused on staying grounded. And here's something powerful. When you shorten your steps, your mind slows down too. You're no longer rushing to get somewhere. You're fully present. That presence is your hidden advantage, because most falls don't happen from weakness. They happen from distraction. Try this during your morning routine. The walk from your bed to the kitchen becomes your training ground. The hallway becomes your balance lab. Over time, these small steps, literally, retrain your brain to prioritize safety, control, and alignment. So the next time you find yourself hurrying across the room, pause, breathe, then take one shorter step, consciously. That single step may be the one that prevents a fall, or even saves your independence. 3. Use the eyes forward posture trick. When you walk, where do your eyes go? Most older adults instinctively look down, scanning the floor for obstacles, uneven surfaces, or slippery spots. It feels logical. You want to see where you're going. But this well-intentioned habit may actually be undermining your balance. You see, when your eyes stay fixed on the ground, your neck tilts downward, your spine rounds, and your entire posture collapses forward. This forward-leaning position shifts your center of gravity and puts extra pressure on your knees, hips, and ankles. Worse yet, it disrupts the natural alignment between your eyes, inner ear, and spine, the core trio that controls equilibrium. Now, imagine changing just one thing: lifting your gaze. Instead of watching every step, you begin to look forward, not straight up, but ahead at eye level, about 10 to 15 feet in front of you. Your chin naturally levels. Your shoulders roll back slightly. Your chest opens. Your spine straightens. And suddenly, your center of gravity shifts back where it belongs, over your feet. This small posture correction is called the eyes forward trick, and it's one of the fastest ways to reset your balance without even moving your legs. Try this the next time you walk outside or even in your hallway. Before taking your first step, stop. Take a breath. Lift your head and focus on a point ahead of you. Keep your eyes gently fixed on that point: a tree, a door frame, a light switch. Then walk toward it with calm, steady steps. What you may notice is that your entire gait feels more natural and less strained. That's because the body relies on visual cues to anticipate movement. When your eyes look down, your brain thinks you're unstable and prepares for a fall, tightening muscles unnecessarily. But when your eyes look forward, your brain interprets confidence and responds with balance. It also reduces dizziness. Many seniors experience what's called visual vertigo, a sensation of lightheadedness caused by constantly shifting visual input. By stabilizing your gaze, you give your brain a solid reference point. That stability translates to smoother steps, better posture, and fewer miscalculations. To make this habit stick, use environmental anchors. For example, tape a bright sticker or small picture at eye level on the wall you walk toward most often. Every time you approach it, remind yourself: eyes forward, chin level, shoulders open. And if you're worried about missing hazards on the floor, don't be. The brain is incredible at detecting obstacles in your lower peripheral vision, even when you're not staring at them. So trust your body, not your fear. Because walking isn't just about your legs. It's about how your entire body moves as one. And often, it starts with your eyes. 4. Engage your core with the zip-up technique. When people hear the word core, they often think of sit-ups or six-pack abs. But your core isn't about aesthetics. It's your body's internal stabilizer, the deep set of muscles that keep you upright, aligned, and protected from sudden movements. And as you age, core engagement becomes one of the most powerful tools you have to prevent falls. Here's the surprising truth: you don't need to hit the gym or do crunches on the floor to activate your core. You can do it right now, while walking, using a simple method called the zip-up technique. Here's how it works. Imagine you're putting on a pair of pants that's just slightly tight around the waist. As you pull the zipper up, you naturally tighten your lower belly, gently draw in your navel, and lift your torso just a bit. That movement, that light inward contraction, is core activation. Not bracing hard like you're getting punched, but a controlled, supportive tightening, like wrapping your midsection with an invisible belt of strength. When you engage your core this way while walking, you create internal stability that protects your spine, hips, and knees. It also aligns your pelvis properly, reduces pressure on your lower back, and helps your legs move with more fluidity. Try it. Stand up now. Place one hand on your lower belly and the other on your lower back. Gently draw your belly in, as if pulling your abdomen slightly inward and upward. You should feel a subtle tension, like you're zipping up your center without holding your breath. Now take a few slow steps. Keep that activation light but present. What you'll notice is that your steps feel more intentional, less wobbly. Your torso stays more upright. You feel connected, from your shoulders to your feet. And this trick isn't just for walking. You can use it any time you transition between movements. Getting out of a chair, climbing stairs, even reaching for something on a shelf. In those moments, your core becomes the difference between smooth, confident motion and sudden instability. Over time, consistent practice of the zip-up technique strengthens the transverse abdominis, the deepest layer of abdominal muscle, often referred to as your corset muscle. This muscle doesn't show, but it holds your entire midsection together, and it's vital for preventing low back pain, imbalance, and collapse during movement. One bonus tip: pair this with breathing. Inhale deeply through the nose, and as you exhale, activate your core. That rhythm helps your body coordinate better and makes this technique feel natural, not forced. It may feel like a small detail, but for many seniors, reconnecting with the core is a turning point, a shift from walking cautiously to walking with quiet power. So next time you take a step, ask yourself, did I zip up? Because that simple mental cue might be the thread that holds your balance together. 5. Swing your arms naturally. When it comes to balance, most people focus only on their legs and feet. But there's a hidden stabilizer that's often ignored, and it's right at your sides, your arms. It may sound strange, but the way you move your arms when walking has a profound impact on how stable or unstable your entire body feels. In fact, studies show that older adults who stop swinging their arms are up to 3 times more likely to fall. Why? Because walking is not a lower body task. It's a full body rhythm, and your arms play a key role in maintaining that rhythm and balance. Here's what happens when you don't swing your arms. Your torso becomes rigid, your stride shortens, your spine absorbs more impact, and your center of gravity shifts slightly forward, forcing your legs to overcompensate. Over time, this creates poor gait mechanics, increased fatigue, and higher fall risk. Now picture this instead. With every step, your right arm gently moves forward as your left leg steps out, and vice versa. This natural opposition creates a counterbalance, like the pendulum of a grandfather clock. It helps smooth out your gait, absorb shock, and improve forward momentum. Your spine rotates slightly, your posture opens, your breathing deepens. This is how the body was designed to move, in harmony. To retrain this natural motion, try the arm wake-up walk. Stand tall, relax your shoulders, and let your arms hang freely at your sides. Begin walking slowly and intentionally. Exaggerate the arm swing, not wildly, but enough that you feel the connection between your hips and shoulders. Keep the elbows slightly bent and the motion relaxed, not stiff or robotic. Your hands should swing gently from just behind your hips to about mid-thigh. Don't force it. Feel it. Feel how each arm swing naturally shifts weight from side to side. Feel how your steps become smoother, more stable, more grounded. If it feels awkward, that's okay. Many men have spent years walking with stiff, inactive arms, especially after injuries, back pain, or just years of sedentary living. But your body remembers. It just needs a gentle reminder. And here's a trick to make this stick. Do a 3-minute mirror walk once a day. Walk slowly in front of a mirror and observe your arms. Are they swinging evenly? Is one side tighter than the other? This awareness alone begins the rewiring process in your brain. You can even combine this with tip number 4. Engage your core with the zip-up and let your arms swing freely. That combination alone transforms your walk from cautious and tense to fluid and confident. So the next time you step out for a walk, don't let your arms just hang. Let them guide you, stabilize you, and remind you that balance is not about rigidity. It's about rhythm. Because the secret to staying upright might be at your fingertips. 6. Practice the pause before you rise technique. Not all falls happen while walking. In fact, one of the most dangerous and most overlooked moments of the day happens in silence, often within seconds. The moment you rise from a chair, a couch, or your bed. You may not notice it, but when you go from sitting or lying down to standing quickly, your body experiences a sudden shift in blood flow, balance, and spatial awareness. For many seniors, this abrupt transition can cause dizziness, leg weakness, or a momentary blackout, known medically as orthostatic hypotension. It feels like a fog, a head rush, or a slight loss of control. And it only takes one misstep during this vulnerable moment to send you crashing to the floor. That's why the pause before you rise technique is one of the most powerful tools in your fall prevention toolbox. It's not a stretch, not an exercise. It's a mindful ritual, and one that could protect your independence for years to come. Here's how it works. Whenever you're about to stand up, whether from bed, a recliner, the toilet, or even your prayer chair, don't rush. Instead, pause. Place your feet flat on the ground. Rest your hands on your thighs or the armrests. Close your eyes for just a moment and take one deep breath. Then, as you exhale, begin to engage your core gently. Remember the zip-up technique. Press into your feet and rise slowly and steadily. That single pause allows your nervous system to recalibrate. Your blood pressure levels out. Your muscles engage in coordination, and your brain prepares your body for vertical movement. Over time, this habit retrains your body to prioritize control over speed. It transforms a rushed, careless action into a graceful transition. And with repetition, it becomes second nature, something you do automatically without thinking. You can also add a mental cue to anchor the habit. For example, say silently, pause, prepare, rise. This creates a neurological trigger that strengthens the habit loop. And if you struggle with dizziness, take it further. After standing, remain still for 5 seconds before walking. Let your body fully adjust before moving forward. The power of this technique lies not just in its simplicity, but in its respect for your body's rhythm. It reminds you that every movement, no matter how small, is an opportunity to preserve your strength, your balance, and your dignity. So tomorrow morning, when your feet touch the floor, don't just rise. Pause. Feel your body. Own your movement. Because sometimes, the moment you slow down is the moment you stay safe. Remember, these walking tricks are simple, natural, and require zero equipment. They're designed for real men, just like you, who want to stay strong, independent, and safe as they age. Here's my advice. Start small. Don't try all 6 at once. Pick 1 or 2 tricks that stood out to you today. For example, try the pause before you rise technique tomorrow morning and walk with short, intentional steps. Consistency beats perfection. You might not feel a huge difference overnight, but give it time. Soon, you'll notice subtle wins, more stability in the shower, more confidence on stairs, fewer stumbles, a stronger stride. These are the signs of progress, and they mean you're building a safer, freer future, one step at a time. If this video helped you today, even just a little, imagine what it could do for someone you care about. Falls don't just happen to us. They happen to our friends, our partners, our parents. So if this message made you stop and think, share it. Send it to someone you love. Because sometimes the smallest tip can prevent the biggest regret. And if you haven't already, subscribe now and join a community of men and women choosing to walk stronger, live longer, and age on their own terms. We're in this together, one safe step at a time.